And I think we're just going to get stuck in tonight. I'm not going to dance around too long, and we'll just sort of see where we get to. So, well, I were to just chatting for a minute. There we go. I'm here. I am magical. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, it is Wednesday. How is it Wednesday? Oh, a week. It feels like it's been forever, and yet no time at all. I feel like I've farted and Monday and Tuesday disappeared, but at the same time, I feel like I've dragged my balls 3 miles of glass. So, we're here. We're getting by. Keep pushing on. Oh, but no, we're doing a little bit of like a little animation project that I want to work on tonight. Something that I want to see if I can get it working. So we're gonna make a very rudimentary model, and see if we can run it through Live 2D to animate it, which I think is gonna be pretty. Main reason I kind of want to do this, so I don't know if you guys have ever seen some of these sorts of animations. Let us throw that up on the old Watcheroni screen behind. So, this one. And if I just chuck that up there. So I listened to a few bits of Vocaloid stuff. Neru, we all a bit. You can see like the way the puppet moves. Like that's kind of what I'm wanting to emulate. So you could see how this has potentially been done through similar animation software. And this is kind of what we're wanting to look at and see if we could maybe work with. Because he's got like a lot of. This is the sort of thing that I was looking at. Because I was trying to see. We've essentially got like a lot of limbs and things that we could limit how they move. That can be done with warp core, which I think may be something that we have a note. I also just love the character design, the actual track. Obviously, not going to play it on the background just because we are streamlingaling, and I don't want to get in trouble. But we turn that back. Right. So what I want to see if we can do is create something similar to that. 3-minute ad break is start. Thank you, Seribot. So what I'm going to do in the background is I'm going to get a Game Chopped video up. I'm not going to do like the live stream ones because I think if I'm multi-streaming, it doesn't like quite much. So we will chuck on. Ooh, let's go Zelda and the ensemble. So the music. I'll just check that in the chat. And we'll throw that down over here as well. And I'm going to turn that down just a bit because I think that might be a little bit. Lovely jumpy.
Hey there, friends. How's it going?
No, that's Call Me Kevin. I was Project on point. Too many tabs open. Oh, and that's the arms on the chair. They've got like these adjustable arms. They're very handy, but the second you put any weight on them, they slide like a beach. Delicious sody pops. Oh, I've finished my delicious tin of caffeinated beverage. Whatever. I'll leave that be for tonight. Oh, because your man Satyartiwana keeps getting himself like caffeinated beverages and then not drinking them. And I think it's because my body just does not really want it, which is yeah, that's fair. That is the wrong prop. There we go. That's my art school. Woo! Oh, right. So what I want to do here, so I just want to make a very simple model. So I'm going to get a background color that I like. So we can get rid of the paper, to be fair. And we're just going to get like just something that's not too harsh on the eyes. Let's see. We'll go with like dark blue or something. Oh, no. Let's desaturate that bit. Make it a bit here on the old eyeballs. Right. So what we could do I want to see if I can find some good ways of doing this relatively straight. So and just work with. It's like and with these things, you could make them very complicated, or you can make them pretty straightforward. I am using the wrong pen, aren't I? I'm using a flat marker instead of. I mean, G pen is good. We like the G pen. We'll just use the G pen. So for this, we would need a torso and a head. We would need. Bring the opacity down on that. Just through it. Actually, let's just do like a thick line. Because then we can work with that and adjust the way that presents. We may switch over to doing a bit of something like Sunhaven or something if I get to a point where like I've fried my own brain, but we'll see. Name your layers as you go for an animation, particularly in Live 2D, because otherwise you will grow to hate yourself. So if we call that the far arm, and duplicate it, bring that in front. Close arm. I mean, you could always do it like just what your own naming convention is. Also add kid. And then we want to do the same thing. We want a leg in the background. So torso and head. Like, is that torso and head? That's the wrong bit. I've duplicated the long layer. Ah. I may be stupid. Remember, kids, don't be me. Alright. Let's move the arms, so back on the torso. And we'll put in a butt. Now I'm thinking having hips separate from the torso would allow you to do something a bit more of a wave my hand in front of my face and this can. But I'm assuming if you had like your hips separate from the butt, not butt, torso, you'd be able to do a bit more sort of like bouncy motion. You can still do that through Live 2D depending on how you set up your mesh. Auto mesh is reasonably good, but don't rely on auto mesh for everything because it doesn't know what you're trying to do. It's just a handy tool if you're trying to get something like a sheet of paper or something that you want to wrinkle up and squiggle up and do strange things to. Hopefully not something we need to worry about too for this, but you know, we've got a jelly bean body. Let's. If that's straightened out, yeah, that's too short. So if I do that, select those two layers, let's just stretch them down. There we go, because when that's straight now, that's sitting about just past actual human limbs. Oh god. Alright, if I actually just the canvas, need more leg room. Legs make up. What's it doing there? It's trying to move the canvas. That is not all. Okay. Proportionally, legs are between a third and half of the size of the bod. So that is always something worth bearing in mind. So if I hide the arms for now, keep the torso, let's make that a bit more transparent so we can see where we're putting things. And again, just take the pen. Now we've got two ways of doing this. We can either take the leg as one piece, because if we look back to No, that's not I said the right thing. Harry Tan was very confused. I got been watching too many Gorillas videos. I was like, hold on, is that plastic beak? No, it's not. How the fuck did I get that confused? I am clearly having a bit of a moment. Yeah, there's two ways of doing this. So let me. Let's see what we can do here. So that is looking pretty ugly, but at the same time, it's just about getting the service before we're trying to do. Might actually rotate that a little bit. Because then if we completed the person, yeah. So what I might do here is I might actually take the torso and body, and we'll change the colours on these based on the like level that they're on. So firearm, and we'll make that darker. And we'll duplicate that layer, bring it down, so that leg is going to be below the firearm. Hello, Voltage, how are you doing? Let me just see if these are where I want them to be. That's the far ones, those are close ones. Yeah, that they. They should give us a little bit of a frame of reference. Now, what I might do is take the far ones, and I can either move them a little bit behind, or I can move them a little bit forward. Moving them a little bit forward, you can see it gives you that sort of like essence of like a person sort of at a slight angle. I just want to see if we can animate this. I'm gonna pull these in just a little bit off white so we can see. Not what to do. Right, that arm needs to be in front of that leg because it's here. That leg and the other. So we've got the layer in. Right, just going to turn my screen off for a second while I save, because God knows my computer likes to pretend that, oh, I wanted to go into all my personal details, and then it sends everything out. Shit. Save it as a PSD. Always save as a PSD if you are working with rigging. Hello, Papaya! How are you doing tonight? Hope everyone is keeping well today. I'm sort of going to be bouncing around and my brain's a little bit frazzled, but that is just the norm. Because I'm trying to focus on stuff, and I'm a little bit like, if I get really focusing on something, I can't hyper-focus. Sometimes it's useful, sometimes not so much. We will be running this actually on the free version of Live 2D, because my oi oi, have you got a license for that, has run out. So, it'll be an interesting one. New version's been released? No, I don't know that. Oh no, apparently we're still on Pro, so it must have come through properly. Fair enough. I'm not going to argue about my money going where it should be. Right, so now if I bring that back. So we've dragged our walk cycle, PSD, because I've not got a Photoshop online copy. Drag that into Live 2D, and we now have our beats, which is what we like. Let me get my bloop back up. Just had surgery. Yes. Oh, blimey! Hopefully everything went all right, Pup, and that you're recovering well. Surgery's always a big deal, so make sure you are looking after yourself. Get yourself plenty of rest, and hopefully things heal up nice and quick. Right, what am I doing with this? So, what we can do here, we can auto mesh things, and I think that may be where we go for now. So an automatic mesh generator, just a nice standard mesh, that gives it the ability to squidge along these points. It took me far too long to really click how these things work, but essentially, like, if this compresses, that can compress into there, and I mean, you can see it here. It took me way too long to sort of twig that's how it behaved. But really good. Rest reduction would feel way more comfortable in my body type. Awesome. Hopefully that's a, I mean, for want of a better way of putting it, hopefully that's a massive weight off your chest. Yeah, just make sure you're looking after yourself. I'm assuming it's going to be a lot of sitting back and hopefully just chilling, which you know, worst ways of spending the day. Crack out the old Switch or other handheld and just relax. Speaking of, that is something that I might do a little bit on Friday with Switch out. Actually, see if I can get the capture card working and see how well it works with the stream. Ooh, that'd be lovely. Right, so that looks like a decent little mesh, actually. I'm happy with that. The big thing that I want to make sure is fine on here is actually the shoulder joint. So I'm actually going to come in here. I'm going to add a little bit more topology to this area here. Is this Sartani you're making? No, it's just a generic little, like, rough model so I can get an idea of how I can make a warp cycle. Because I'm looking at trying to sort of see what I can do. Because I'm learning to use Live 2D for its animation function, as well as its ability to make, like, the face tracking animation. Because these things arguably are a bit more complex, and then going back to actually learn how to animate, I probably should have done this way before. But we live and we learn. Live and learn. Sonic the Hedgehog, yay! Living on the edge of tomorrow. You can see here we've got these, like, just little bits of extra meshing on there. I'm still not sure about the tools to, like, copy. I've been playing a lot of games on your phone. Damn right. I mean, a phone these days is nothing if not a handheld device. Handheld gaming tool. What I want to do here is I'm actually going to take a path deformer. I'm going to put a mark on the shoulder, a mark on the elbow, and a mark down by the ankle. So you can see now, when I do that, I can deform this a little bit. Don't overdo it, and you can see where certain bits are going to try and overlap, especially if I come up. So in a walk cycle, it probably wouldn't move much more than that. It's useful for, like, sort of little motions, but I probably wouldn't faff with it too much. What I do want to add is a rotation deformer as the left shoulder. Don't know why these are coming up on that screen. That's really annoying because I use this on the tablet anyway. And then hold control, move that to the shoulder. So now we've got a rotation deformer. I can move the arm and then use that little sort of path deformer to make minor adjustments to where the arm is going. If I was doing something more complicated, I would be considering using a full-on warp deformer, but we're not doing anything that dramatic just yet. We will be using a warp deformer, however, on the torso and head. So let me get that. Again, it's opening these little windows. Just all this, like, body. And then we've got a deformer here, so we can use that to just add a little bit of stretch and squidge as the character moves. Now, there should be a way for me to select that mesh and copy it. There's a lot of, like, hotkeys that the software does not teach you. Control-Shift-C, and then if I grab that, I go into manual mesh edit, Control-Shift-V, nope. Let me see, because it's... I still have a lot to learn with this. Copy mesh. Like, select the art mesh and copy it. Just copying the mesh itself. I don't want to do that. I want to that's not what I wanted. Blah 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 blah. Oh gosh. I just need to root through and find all the buttons. I'm probably just gonna have to do the same thing again here and just auto mesh, standard. The same shape, it'll do the same thing. And this one, I'm going to see how it looks if I don't bother adding that point. So, we're on the wrong thing, so we'll put here. Into the elbow, down to the hand. Let's hide that arm, hide the torso. Blah, 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 blah. Wiggly arm. If you're looking to do like extreme motions, separating the upper arm and the forearm is usually a really good choice. If you're looking to do just a simple motion like this, you know, just a path deformer will do the job. I actually really like sort of running through these and seeing what's happening with a lot of them, because like watching a lot of other models and rigs and stuff, you start to notice what's where and why. Got a little wiggly arm now. Oh. Where did my rotation deformer just go? Come on. Right, hold control, drag that up. There we go. And then the legs. These ones are going to be slightly interesting. It's on my main model, actually, the way that I've done the legs is basically purely through path deformers. I used to do it where I was like trying to separate it into the thigh and the shin and then the foot, and that is a lot of hassle for parts you're rarely going to see. So if I grab myself here, come on, I want my webcam. Where are we? Wow. You can see the legs themselves, they join at the pelvis, but the actual motion of a leg, unless you're making the character walk, it's not going to wiggle around too much. That is something that you can kind of bear in mind and cheat a little bit. If you want to make a character that's got a lot of potential for moving, separate it out. But the more complicated the model gets, the harder it is to keep it seamless and the harder it is to make sure that it's doing what you want it to do. The biggest thing, and this is something that took me way too long to figure out with Live 2D and rigging, you're not always making motion. You're not always making that part move. What you're doing is you're creating the illusion of movement. I don't know how many of you guys have seen like they're like paper puppets. These things are a paper puppet, just on a computer screen. In a pseudo 3D space, so you can warp and rotate across axes and deform and blah, 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 blah. But they are just like paper models, which makes the really complicated ones even more fucking incredible, because the amount of work that goes into them, like, jeez up. I've actually been figuring out a little bit more about how to make like tattoos and things that move across the arms without deforming too much, so that might be something I explore a little bit eventually. A lot of it's to do with masking and having stuff that's only visible on the skin when it's like actually skin. So that's how you can get quite intense rotations that still carry a tattoo across, which is freaking awesome. And a lot of this stuff, again, it's just sitting there and theory crafted and go, wait, actually, oh yeah, that's really obvious. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that know exactly what they're doing and just jump into it and they're like, oh yeah, what, are you stupid? And I'm like, yes, I am. Have you met me? Oh god, the odds are back. I'm gonna do a bit of snaggletooth while I'm drinking my delicious berry soda. Right, we're gonna standard deform this, but I do want to come in again, like the knee. We're gonna, yep, not that. Where is my tablet pen? There it is. Selection tool. Make sure we've got above and just below the knee. Who is this British man and why is he on my screen? I don't know. I think you should call the police. You may be in danger. Do you have a license for having a British man on your screen? Does he have a license for being on internet? Is he gonna share bad opinions? Probably. You're all forewarned, and you'll all suffer for this. No license? Oh, that'll be a £50 fine for you. £50 per day until you get your license. And once you've got your license, we'll stop being you. British police are dumb. Oh. Did that come through loud enough, or was that off? Because I keep playing with the blurps and things, and sometimes they're just a bit quiet. If anything does need adjusting, let us know. Right, come down the bottom and grab the ankle.
Nice.
Nice. That should be the mesh in a couple of nice places. We'll grab the path tool, so from the hip to the knee to the ankle, which is just above where the foot is. Just remember that your ankle is not down here, your ankle is here. And then we come down to the toes. This is going to create a bit of a wiggly deformer. But what we can do with that is if I say grab these two, it's going to let me. Sometimes you got to zoom in a bit for it to play ball. Come on. Where is it? Oh, it's not all. Ah, there's a shift. Yeah. But now I can move those and it will move most of the leg. So again, slight movements, slight rotations. They're not going to deform things too much. So you can really sort of... You don't have to separate all these layers to get decent movement. Is this a documentary? Documentaries tend to have voice the most. Well, you see, now that the jaguar has eaten 15 babies, it's going to rest for a very long time. However, the jaguar did not realize the babies would fight back. Combat babies. Oh, my drink went down the wrong throat hole. I say as if there are... Well, there are multiple throat holes. What can I say? I'm a known genius. I figured out how to consume beverage. Don't want to boast or anything, but I am known to know how to swallow water. Oh god, I am having a stupid night tonight. Right, so we're not actually in mesh edits. That is going to be wiggling all stuff that I don't want to wiggle. Make sure you're in mesh edit before you do anything, because I am really, really bad for not jumping into the right menus. We're just going to see if we can get this together and just get like a rudimentary walk cycle. Because my plan is to eventually maybe do like a bit of a loading screen or something with maybe myself doing a walk. But if I can get like a Theorycraft template going where it's like actually this would work and this is all I would need to do. Can I just replace some textures? Can I see what I can actually adjust here to make things look good? Yeah, that might be something that I might offer. But at the same time, just need to get better at using Live 2D to animate. My animated emotes and alerts, I ran them through Live 2D. Lots of things I've been putting through Live 2D because I'm just not great at YouTube open itself. YouTube. Oh, what was I saying? Yeah, learning to animate, making sure that I get the animation right. Because I jumped straight into rigging. I have no real history in animation. I remember years ago doing like sprite sheets and things, and using those with Game Maker way back in the day. Back when it was free. Oh, good memory. Still got it on Steam. So let's have a look. Because I know I got a version. Not in the games app. In the like tools. No, I thought I had it, but apparently not. Fair enough. Maybe they put it on Steam and I just lost it. Yeah, the good old days when things were cool. Oh no, Game Maker itself is free. It's not been updated in a couple of years, but this is the old software I used to use, and it is pretty handy. It's got like a built-in animator and all sorts of stuff. So if you're doing like sprite work, it's actually pretty decent. It's got drag and drop code, so it is actually decent. It's just if you want to sell any of your games. But yeah, no, absolutely awesome bit of kit if you're looking to use it. And you just saw how many hours I've got on Sunhaven, which not healthy considering the fact I bought it after playing it like last week. I like to escape reality. Ooh, our bandwidth seems to be down a bit tonight. YouTube is going to cause some buffering stuff. But Twitch is still receiving about, a sweet, sexy 6K BPS because YouTube needs me to stream in that bit rate for it to catch up, and unfortunately Twitch just has to suffer with it too. So sometimes they'll be buffering, sometimes it'll be buttery smooth, and sometimes, yeah, internet, it does what it do. What was it doing? So got that knee nice and triangled. And we're gonna get that ankle nice and triangular. This triagonal sign. Honestly, that looks like that needs a division in... yeah, there we go. So it's automatically put one in. So I don't really know why it didn't do that in the first place. But again, hip, knee, ankle, toe. Makes a wiggly snake, but... oh look, I'm on my tippy toe and it's all gone horrible and polygonal. The bed beckons to you. Make sure you get some EP sleeps and good rest. It has been a series of exceptionally long days. With it only being Wednesday, everybody needs to make sure they are resting, relaxing, and looking after themselves. This one is left hip rotation. But yeah, make sure you're looking after yourself, because it is too easy in this modern day and age to kick a child in the face with this leg. BAM! No, to burn yourself out. Also, I was going to say kick children in the face. You probably shouldn't, but good night to you, and good night to you too, Underworld. Bye. I can use my arm. Bye. I'm still glad I did that. Now I have just set my rotation deformer to all my hotkeys, so I am here looking like a complete dingus. I drop kicked that child in self-defense. Sounds like a Goobs mission. Officer, I kicked that child in self-defense. I like Goobs. She's fun. Left hip rotation. Again. To the hip. And now we can... there we go, there's our walk cycle. No, that's terrible. Make body visible, get that visible. And then we can make some parameters. So let's just clean out the parameter list. Those are used for rigging a regular model. So a lot of those are default ones. They will generate whenever you create a new project. So if you're doing just a regular animation, clean out your parameters and make what you need. Because otherwise you've got loads of things with like -30s, +30s, 10s, 1s, 0s, and weird and wonderful stuff. And sometimes, you know, I used to try and learn some of the animation, just throw them in random parameters, which is fine. But it makes a very, very messy workspace. And sometimes it's like, wait a minute, which thing did I attach that to? Oh no. I managed to successfully drink that time. Ooh, I'm learning, developing. I am becoming more powerful than you can ever imagine. Yeah, what am I doing? Right. Parameters. So we want a bit of a bob. I'm going to leave that at 1 and -1. Steps, I want that to be 0. No, actually, I'm going to go -1 up to 1, I think. So that is a 3-step. Oh. No, I want that to be 4-step animation. So 0 through to 4. Because that would be center, leg forward, center, leg backward, center. Yeah. I actually want to put everything on another warp before. This one could be Bob. And actually put the legs. Oh, which one's the left? Oh, so that's the right hip. Oh, that's the right hip. Why do I call that left hip again? Probably because I am a dingus, a Dingosaurus Rex. Anyway. If I put the hips on a separate deformer as well. Because then what could happen here is if I take Bob and I go, right then, Bob, we schloop up. Oh, Bob, what's wrong with you, Bob? Oh, God, Bob, no, Bob, blah, 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 blah. He's the rubber man. Oh, no, he's SCP-173 and he's gonna strangle me. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, now that I'm done having a complete stroke and being twerked on by this majestic creature. Oh god. Me? Dumb and weird? All the time, baby. And my view count just dropped by like 3 as I did that. I deserve that. Oh, right. What am I doing? So we want a little bit of a bob as we go. So we want to take bob and the hips a little bit. We want three keyframes. So we want to go up just a touch and down just a touch. Take the hips. Actually, I want them to... They want to move with the body, which is fine. Just with these... So let's make a 4-step. So 0, 1, 2... No, it only needed to be 3, didn't it? Right, let's edit that parameter. Because I always forget 0 is technically 1. Right. So grab the hips, steps, 0, 0.8 on 1, 2, and 3. So we want static, we want that, which is basically going to be there, that there, and then this one back, that one forward, and that one back just a bit. Oh, no, wait a minute, I do want that to be a 4-step, because then I want that to come back to 0, and right. So let's edit parameter. 4. Add another keyframe, please. Oh, sitting there like, why is it saying select parameter? It's parameter. And then these, because I've got these rotations, I should have added that beforehand because rotations pain in the arse to pick. But we'll just set those back to a 0 angle because this is a relatively uncomplicated rig. So what I do here is I right-click steps, edit parameter, and I select repeat. Switches us to the latest cubism, and I arm it up because I'm using a numpad. What I can do now is I can keep just dragging that. And what I can do here is if I take hips and I set up on this parameter the same 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Like there. And then if what we do is we come set 0. Right, so it's step 1. We would take the leg, and because we've got this path, we can add again 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can change the way that that leg's going to shape as it goes through the cycle. Saying that, what did I just apply that to? Apparently nothing. Did I just hit cancel? Hello, Chanakya! How you doing, friendo? Oh, we are just playing around and doing a little bit of wiggly squiggly. Still have to study Sag. Oh, but you know, if you study, you get to be smart, and then you don't wind up being me. I say I actually did study. I was clever. I have a degree. Impossible. Most expensive bit of bog roll I ever bought. Right. So. Oh, I must have hit cancel because it's on the penis. Right. So we've got the foot up here. What I want to do here then is shift to actually move that. Bring that back a little bit. Tilt the angle. And then here, if we set that to 2 so we can actually see the little box, just that a little bit, just grab this. Oh, bring the toe up a touch. Then here at 3, bring the ankle up, bring the toe down. Then we can also just grab some of the actual pixels and rotate that a little bit, bring that up. What I might do actually as well is just bring that up a little bit. That one about there. what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add a 3.5. And I'm going to keep moving my model around because I'm using the numpad. But at this point, I want... So the foot is there. Why did 3.5 just disappear? Am I just like clicking the wrong button like a complete dick? It's distinctly possible. Right, so we don't actually want that bang on, do we? We want this up a little bit. We push back. Want 2.5. Because this foot is technically it's going to drag across the ground to start with, then it's going to kick off, then it's going to come up. Or I want that to turn the toe up a little bit more there. Add a 1.5. Because the human walk cycle is, it's not just legs sliding back and forwards. God, I need to stop using it. I just keep looking at my model and I've got limbs and toggles everywhere because I use the numpad. I will probably be looking at getting a Stream Deck at some point to be able to use that separately so I'm not mangling myself. Alright. So at this point, that foot wants to be on the ground. So foot up, down, on the ground, push back. That heel wants to come down a little bit further. Yeah, there's a couple of fluttery bits, but that is not a bad movement on that leg. I probably want to add a 0.5 as well, just to make sure that we've got the full shebang. But like, as a leg movement, that is not bad. If I combine these two, actually fob. Let's set that as a repeat parameter, and oh no, because it doesn't loop back. That's a bad move. But yeah, essentially when I start animating that, I can have the bob just going up and down and up and down, and then move the legs accordingly. Bring that up. Now, obviously, for certain characters, that's going to be much more exaggerated as they go. And the other thing is, with like a female character, I mean, to be fair, you can do it with a male character as well. You can use accessories to hide the hips. And that is definitely something that I'm going to be considering, because like using like for example, like a big skirt, you can have that covering a lot of this area here, and you can just have it like stick out, and then basically the legs down below, you might get a bit of knee and a bit of other stuff just coming through, but you can have like the skirt sort of like bounce up and stuff, and it can look like really pretty. Like in my head, I know what I'm looking at. I'm not always the best at visualizing, but like with this sort of thing, it's going well. It's going well. My brain is figuring it bit by bit. So what I might do here actually as well is on these, because on the steps the shoulders will be moving as well. They can have a 0, 1, 2, 3 row. So when you take a step forward with your left leg, think about the way that you actually naturally move. Your left arm moves backwards. If you move the left arm with the left leg, so here's a fun little tidbit for you. I was in the Air Cadets for a little bit. So it's like kind of like Air Force camp almost. Trying to think of a good way of putting it. And it was one of the things where a lot of people, you would be amazed at this, but a lot of people can't figure out how to march. So a proper like British military march is basically a slightly exaggerated confident step, with your arm straight coming up to shoulder height with each step. And a lot of people sit there focusing on that and then accidentally start going with the left leg, left arm, right leg, right arm. And the technical term for that is tick-tocking. And then they start flossing and dabbing on the haters. No. But that is something that apparently a lot of people struggle with. So just when you're thinking about movement, your left arm follows your right leg, your right arm follows your left leg. Walking is a series of controlled falls, and these are things that sort of modulate your balance as you go. So come back to the center. This arm now comes forwards. You can see what I mean, like as they're going, the arm's just moving opposite to the leg to keep it going where it needs to. I'll get this bar arm done as well, so that will be moving forward slightly on this one. And back slightly on this one. You can kind of see what we're going for with this animation. Like this is one of the big things that I think about when it comes to this. There's different styles of animation. Absolutely love animation, and I'm sure you've noticed it. Like certain animations will be very fluid, very rubbery, very dynamic, and a lot of like individual scenes that are put together. Like, you know, like if we take like, for example, say like One Piece with its very sort of like dynamic and pyoingy, bouncy, springy animation, it is brilliant. And then you get some animations which are very sort of, again, like I've said it about the VTubers, but like a lot of paper doll style, where it's, I don't know if you guys did this in school, where you took like bits of paper and some push pins, like split pins, that's what we call them, and you would basically like make a puppet that, you know, you could like rotate on certain joints, and in theory that is fine. Like if you're doing something straightforward like this on one axis, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with paper dolling. When you start getting into perspective and stuff and people using paper doll animation, it starts to just look wrong, and it tends to look cheap. Mostly because it is. Like you're basically allocating joints onto your models and going, this is where that goes. Which is fine, but it can lead to very stiff looking animation and very wooden expressions. But it can and does work. Sometimes it can be done really, really well. Sometimes it is literally they will go, right, well, we've got an arm here, and then it goes to here, and then it goes down there, and then even this has probably got a bit too. Not a big fan of it. I think it lacks a bit of expression, a bit of life, because it just misses out that bit of point. And you can see that this is clearly in a movement cycle, but because bits of it are completely static, it just doesn't look right. So what I might do here as well, I could take those keyframes as well, make the arms wiggle a little bit more, do a little bit more like that, which could be neat. Personally, might not. Alright, let's have a look. So I want to start animating that back leg. What I'm going to do on the left leg. So can I copy those keyframes? I mean, I know what I'm doing anyway. It's basically on every, like, 0.5. And I'm going to have to manually adjust them. Oh, the music's turned off. Let me fix it. Ooh, where are we? Video pause, keep watching yesterday. So we're on Zelda and Sleep, courtesy of Game Shops. So some just chill beats in the background, you know, nice bit of relaxation. Oh, epic! Woo! Oh, where am I? So I want to set these to not using my numpad. I need to use my actual like keys. I keep forgetting that, and then I keep making my model do strange things. See, the motions are in place. Let me slightly off. What is going on there? Oh, it's not updated. 3.6. Or it did like do the right thing, and I just fat fingered some things. Right, start the animation. So foot comes back. So at this point, that part of the heel still wants to be down on the ground. We are pushing back, then we're pushing up. I actually want to bring that toe up a little bit. At this point, that up to there, that to about there, and central foot. And then foot will be up. Ankle up a bit, bring that up a little bit. Foot will be flat on the ground up front. And then slide back. Yeah, see, that's like a nice little walk cycle. And then on the bob, we've got a little bit up and down. What I might actually do on the bob, let's get the body, the shoulders, put them on another deformer. What we're doing here, body, shoulders, what before? There we go. Set that on the bob, so the height of the bob, and just stretch up a little bit. And we stretch down just a little bit, so and then if I stop sharing just while I save this model, just in case it out because I do not want to do strings to the internet. So I'm just gonna save as cycle. For some reason that is saving into my train animation. Must be the last thing I was working on. Just there. And then if I bring this back up, so art screen, switch over to animation. And if I drag walk cycle down onto the frame, and it does this sort of crap. First thing you need to do, absolute first thing you need to do if you are animating in Live 2D, is make sure that what you're working on fits in your canvas. Position that first, because otherwise it is such a pain in the arse to fix. What we'll do here, so scene 1, we're going to trim the aspect ratio. We're actually going to bring that to, wait, I want that to be about 500. Yeah. And we can bring the model in, and we can have a look at the animation system. The animation system is usually pretty straightforward. So let's say that we want to run this as a 2-second animation. So we set the timer, we set the work area, and we set the duration. So you can see everything here is start frame 0, frame 60. Nice and champagne. Open up your Live 2D. You can look at like positions, you can set opacity, so I could just be like, nope, he disappears into the ether at the end of the animation, and do all sorts of weird things that I want to with these. Like positions, so I could over time like just move the entire thing across the screen, so you can do that as part of this, which again, very, very useful if you want to set things up. And when you're exporting them as well, you can export them as a video. So you can do it as a GIF, which is very, very handy, but obviously GIFs get quite chunky, too much. A video that loops can be a little bit more convenient. Right, what am I doing? Delicious swig of sody pops. Right, so step 0, we've got the animation here. That's the... Oh, it's changed all my times because I've undone something like a flip. So let's come down to 2 minutes, and we'll say, not 2 minutes, 2 seconds. Set that position to 4 at that point. So if I hit play, it's doing nothing because at 0 I didn't set that to 0. If I do that, the model walk cycle is just ticking out. So what I could do is I could actually come in here and set that to 4. Trim that down to there. How fast is that? Nice little walk. I'm going to say, right, when we come to that point, we want Bob to be at 1. Bob at 0. Bob at 0. Oh, do a step there, didn't I? Set Bob to 1. Bob at 0. And Bob to 0. I've done something weird there. Bob -1, Bob 1. Yeah. For that frame, it should be at 0. Let's... Let's see if we can just sort of space some of these just a touch. I think the 0 is actually a bit too much of a dip. Not the 0, the -1. Where are we? Let's set that to 0. We'll just see how that feels. Yeah. So that works out quite nicely. Our break is finishing. Lovely jubbly. But that works out quite nicely. So if I were to come back to Clip Studio. And for example, with this, I mean, I will say this is a separate PSD. And do something like that. And close on, and I went more. Got that. But in theory, I could just move all that over, and that would update the textures and make a nice look like. That is something that I do quite regularly with VTube Studio. Not VTube Studio, Live 2D. But I think that, considering it's a proof of concept more than anything. Yeah, you can really see what I was getting at. So I'm actually quite happy with that. So I think we've spent a good hour working on that. I think we switch it up a bit. We'll switch it up to some, we'll switch it over to some. Yeah. Now I have been playing a lot of something. But what else could we possibly switch up to? It might just be Sunhaven, actually. Yeah, let's do it. Let's be mad lads. I'll minimize that. We're going to game here. I'm just going to edit. And let me get Sunhaven. And update my YT live stream to. There we go. Turn that off, and we can just jump on with this. So that should be everything updated. Let's just check. And let's get my old game capture. The old game capture, yeah. There we are. So I have been playing a fair bit on a new character because I just hated that that surname. So let's dive on it. Whee! And we'll just chill and do some farming for an hour. Because I think that's pretty fun. Then on Friday, I think we'll play with the capture card and see what we can do with the Switch. Oh, where are we at? Right, so I've got my enchanted Sonite Pickaxe. Which I need my magic tools. I'm just growing all sorts of crap in a bloody mess at it. I don't know why, but like I've started in my first years and stuff on some of these games, just growing stuff in awful places, and then starting to decorate as we tidy up. Got myself a little shed. I made a workshop, so I've been moving all the stuff into that as well, which has been nice. Let's just get a bit of floor in there, make it feel a bit more part of the environment. Yes, yes, yes. What is up, baby Spudley Yamington? Why you scream at? For she is tiny baby. All she knows is how to scream. What time are we on? Because I think you, my baby bubba, are screaming at me 20 minutes early. Making some floors because I've got my Nelvari farm and I want to make sure that is a bit tight. Alright, let's get this all watered. And actually, these are really hard to see, but they're like candy cane plants. When they're ready to harvest, they're just really tough to see. Like, the candy canes for some reason are on top of the sparkles. What am I doing? So, on this character, we are... We're pretty mid-game. We've got the farms unlocked. We're starting to make a bit of progress. Let's just stop making these mana tomes because they're really expensive. What? Alright, see our animals. So we've got a big old snackoon. We got Uwe. Look at Uwe, he's a good boy. I love Uwe. We've got all sorts of crap just being collected. We've got a couple of barns. I need to get some more animals for them. What do we have? Aminimals. Oh yeah, we've got our Aminimals. Do I have an auto collector? I do. Auto collector, go! Now I don't have to pet them anymore. Finally. I don't have to show affection to my pets. Ugh. I've actually been a bit surprised at how few like seasonal bosses there are. Because there's only like 3. There was Weedle, Hermie, and Krusty. Points. Right, what am I doing? Need more golden pomegranates for my jam. Oh, and we got animal feed made. Nice. Blarg. Yas. Right, how are you guys doing for your automatic? You probably want a bit more. Yeah, just so they don't have the risk of going hungry. That's sort of pretty tight. See. How are these guys doing? Because I don't check the automatic feed very often. I've got chests kind of everywhere because I had everything up there and I'm trying to do stuff. I want to like plot out where I want the actual farm to be. I'm getting tired of chopping trees. These guys could do with a load of food, so much going to take 30 of that and then stack. That would do. Yum 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 yum. Deposit stuff, and let's go to Nelvari. I love those teleport spells. I get that they've given you the Griffin and stuff, and I'm assuming that's mostly for if you're not doing a lot of magic. But why would you play this game and not do magic? Come on. Oh, they're ones that I've got to actually manually pick them up. Shiwakis. Oh, look at them. They're so gumpy. I love them. Yeah, we've been doing a bit of work over here. Not a huge amount, but been getting started. Kind of want this area as like a working crafting area. Maybe some trees. And we'll sort of see where we can get to. Right, so I got, is the overgrowth? Yes. Okay, I was kind of expecting them not to just be like transparent tile. It does bug me a bit that you can't like tile up next to like stairs and things. Just feels a little bit stinky. butterfly house. So we got this little silk moth. Look at that little guy. Ain't they pretty? So I'm probably going to put like a little bit of an orchard down here maybe. This map is very sort of keen on you getting different crops in the ground and keeping them in the ground so that these animals spawn that you can harvest for additional resources. I am a massive fan of the baby stump. He gives you wood. And look at that, he's just giving me passive logs. And these baby phoenixes and this frogfish thing, I love him, he looks so goofy. I actually really like the Nelvari barn. Like, look at this is pretty. Like, the elven stuff here, I love this sort of aesthetic. And this, like, industrial nature. Yas. Alright, anything I want to make in the furnace here? Not really. I'll need to do enchanted glorite at some point. Mana composter. That's the furnace. I can use the horn snake drops. I can use these to make more fertilizers and fish baits. And... there's some cool stuff. The loom. Oh, that's been working. I didn't realize that's been finished. Make some elven gloves for more mana read. That's actually a lot of. Those are your regen option, these are your spell damage option. That's oh, fluffy socks. Oh, the cozy blanket uses fire crystals. Okay, so the Navara blanket is the one that's probably going to... Mana scarf 26 costs less important resources, but a bit of mana. Wait. Why would you ever make the scarf then? Sells for 26. Socks sell for 26 and use half the resources. Nalvari quilt 44, but is actually worth less than its constituent parts. So yeah, the socks, elven socks are the way to go to make some money over here, apparently. Mana anvil. So we've got our enchanted Nelvari pickaxe. We want to get the enhanced one from Withergate. And we can use them to make the perfect one, which will be really, really good. Not quite high enough level to use it. Nearly there. And we want to do the same with Sunite axes eventually as well. I'm assuming Glorite is a bit of a nightmare to get. I don't know if that's something that I can start really getting. Once I've cleared the main quest, or if that's something that I need to do something else for, but we'll find out. That's right, I was going to plant these Shiwakis. I was going to put them in the seed. Yeah, there. Oh, and I got some more Wok Choy. 5 of those, and I've not got enough mana to do too many Shiwakis, but I get a lot of them. So. Not gonna complain too much. Let's grab... what the floors do I have? Simple stones. Let's have a look. How do these look? I actually think that's possibly a bit better for this area. Yeah, I actually quite like that. Might use these like wooden things for other bits, but I think the most part of my paving is going to be this. It doesn't look that great on the actual Sunhaven farm, but I think it looks quite nice here, which is... might just be like the more like healy grass that does that? I'm not sure. Do something a bit like that. Have a path that comes up to this drop. And then bring this path up to there. Again, have a path leading to the drops. And over to the fish lake. Like, the paths and stuff are really, like, stone intense, but at the same time, stone is so easy to get a lot of. I'm not really too worried. Oh, so you can plant that underneath the trees. Yeah, and then I'll divvy this up into like little sections based on these drop points. Because it's not a huge farm like the other farms, they're not massive. Which I think is actually a really good choice. I think it gives you a little bit more room to sort of play with them. And harvest all these acorns, but harvest a lodge of them because they are useful. I just need to get a lot more crops in the ground here. Alright, got my shiitakes and my bok choy. Just living plants, which I think is hilarious. I am a big fan as well of like sentient plants. I just like that trope, like that sort of design. I think it's really I love the fact there's no sprinklers because you can just like summon a fucking rain cloud. Like it does mix up like the Stardew setup really nicely. What fish is that? That's a huge perfect area. A horsefish. Alright. Take it. Right, if you run low on mana, spend some time fishing if you get the perk, because, my god, it's such a good way of generating it. Like, if you get any of the perks that give you money for mana regen, like, just use it. Make money for doing things. The perk that gives you mana for catching fish works with your bubble net, which is awesome. Like, I don't know if it's meant to work that way, but it do. Squiggle! Give me your peanut, Squiggle. There's a time and a place for Squiggle peanuts. And that time is all the time. You caught a dragon gulper. Gulp my dragon. Dragon these nuts. I'm very fun. Bloop. Horsefish! I got enough mana. I can't see because it's behind my cap. I swear there was another fish here. Yeah, it's there. It was just outside of the bubble net range. No, I'm not trying for perfect on you. Neapolitan fish. Wish I had ice cream. I have a cheesecake downstairs. I do enjoy. Oh no! A little cheesecake. I have not done the challenge today. Have I got the mana to teleport? No. I don't think I could eat to give me the mana to teleport. Yeah, complete unicorn fish. That. Protector. I've got 2 dragon gulpers, so if I need to donate one, another. I'll go back to Sunhaven and I want to see if I can go and fight the because there's a boss you can fight like twice a week. And I should quite like to pick him in the teeth. That has got nothing. I am in the process of moving all my like booking stuff and things into other areas so I can actually not be living like a complete troll. Berry cherries, I want to take honey. Right, that should be enough to fight a boss. Nice. Right, I want the Aegis spell. And it's really dumb. It is so... Who are you? Oh, it's Jun. Hey, Jun. Let me fix that for you. Thank you. Would you like a date? Yes, I would. I am the biggest slut in the town. I am dating everybody, apparently. And all I do is talk to them and tell them that they're nice and that their hair is pretty. Right. Raimi, I'm here to fight. That's the Spirits Tyrant Viper Challenge. Champion level. Send in the challenger! Right, activate Aegis for big defense and health regen. We've got about, what's it, like 30% dodge chance. We've got loads of spell damage. I don't like this boss because he's got some attacks that you just can't really get out of the way of. It's like every third attack, I think. And it's like, even if you're really far away from it, you can't, like, squeeze between them. Their hitboxes are too large. I feel like they might need to reduce the size on these hitboxes a little bit. Because, yeah, you can see there, I got hit by 2 of them. I was miles away from the actual sprite. Why is it silent while I'm fighting? It's weird. But he's dead. Yay, the beast has fallen! No achievement this time, because we have killed it a few times. Elixir of Arcane Might, every time, baby. Why would you ever take any other reward? Right, there we are, let's get around the screen. So let's have those, let's have those. More spell power, more mana. Yes, thank you, Raimi. We did it! We committed crimes, we killed a big snake. And we're starting to make a little bit of money across the farms, which is nice. Like, to be fair, I tend to hoard everything in these games. Did I get the golden pomegranate? I don't think I did I? Let's do a bit of an explore, see if we can spot it. Hi, One Heart. You haven't gotten your annual checkup. Why do I need a checkup? Just good to stay healthy. Sure, whatever. Oh. 10 hearts with 1 heart. Sunhaven's lucky to have you. 1 heart wants my Snussy. Which is terrifying at best. Hi, Kai. My tail wet. Why's your tail wet? The tide came in and flooded him. Tell me about it. My farm got invaded by a giant weed. What's Peter talking? Secrets of the Angler. And Kai is weird because he just likes seaweed. Like, it is so easy to romance because you just pick up a bit of gunk off the floor and pass it to him and he's like, oh, fuck yeah. Flip the turtle, get a diamond. Hi, Peter. Hi, Shang. Yours is the first ship I've seen. Look at his little hat. Oh, excuse me. Big Tart. Why don't you close the constant off? Weird. So I've just been focusing on the core 3 areas for the time being. I've not actually touched Grindy. The guy, Sharkman came, went, I'm a sexy Sharkman, then fell in a whirlpool, and then I just sort of went, you know what, we're not doing that right now. Focus on the main plot a little bit. We'll head there soon, because I do want to start getting some of the other things out there. If I wanted to bring you a gift card, what do you like? What's the thing giving? He likes fresh, like cinnamon. I like Claude. I do, but I don't. I think he's nice, but he's a douche. You know? Like, I feel like he would respect me, but at the same time, he'd just be kind of a butt. Lucia! Are you dating anyone? No. You can touch my butt, Lucia. Tomorrow at 5. Have I not got 2 quests at 5 o'clock? Yeah, John and Lucia. Oh, God, no. The scheduling issues with being the town, like, harlot. I can't date everyone. They're all in different places. At least Jun's like here and Town Hall's there, so hopefully I should be able to clear the cutscene quickly. Oh, golden crap! Let's make some pomegranate jam. Gives me all that big experience, and I do enjoy a lot of XP. What can I say? I'm into an experienced man. Alright. Let's go, Betty Bible. You'll sleep straight through the night. Shablagoo! I need to get some totems sooner than later. At least it's starting to drive me up the wall a bit. Alright, but I will be heading to the museum because I think I've got some donations I need to make. Make sure I've actually got the right spell equipped. Let's water our crops with the magical power of rain. I still think that's a really nice little twist on the idea of like using things to water your crops. It is so sweet. Blue moon fruits, we've got some sugar cane, which I do need to just process straight away, because I never have enough sugar. Make some seeds. So we'll do bean seeds, and then convert the rest to sugar. Put away all the same stuff. Oh god, I've actually got that much stuff on. Apparently. Fair enough. Didn't realise my pockets were so full of garbage. Now you've got a pocket full of garbage. Chuck our little windmill there. I think that's going to look cute. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We're making our little haven cute as fuck. Boy. Golden crap. Sunday, which means we should get our kitty food. Yep. Thank you, kitty. Well, I'm growing to like she was very cringe at first, and now I'm like, you know what? You're not that bad. I've met more annoying bots. Innocent eggs, so he just needs some eggs. I can get you some eggs, and you just want some rocks. I can get you some rocks, and there's another pomegranate. Yes. I don't know what's more important to do with the pomegranates. Just eat them for the money and the stats, or keep doing what we're doing, which is making them into jam for the XP. There's an orchard in Sunhaven, run by a family of Amari. The orchard's so big, but they all live together. What's nice about it? They all work together and seem happy. Why can't my family be like that, making jam and not being deep? There's only tea. I like Mion as well, but she's definitely got almost too much of the we were so innocent and unknown. How many cities have you lived in? Too many to count. Don't know, a lot of time in the East, huh? Plus they have very loose pocket. And big food. You've got good survival instincts. Like, what I've learned from this game is that the best way to make friends is to put their penis in your mouth regularly. Also, keep checking that fountain, because just getting like 4 mana every few days is like busted. I should have been doing that a lot sooner. Right, what have we got? So I've got some winter crops that I want to donate. I really don't like the layout of this museum. I feel like they've positioned some stuff really weirdly. Like the crops I think should be together, and then like the exploration stuff should be together, like the loot, the combat stuff. These books should be like a row of 1 through 5 rather than like that. I hate that. Nalvari farming bundle, actually. It's here. Yeah. Chiwakis and April. Yos. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't like the layout of the Hall of Culture. Kind of feels like it was just chucked together. Have we got any Crimbus fish? No. Have we got any Withergate fish on me? I don't believe so. No. Just one thing from the fishing loot. An Alvari fish. So I'm missing bubblefish, sky ray, axolotl, and I'm not missing the horsefish. He's there. Don't fucking lie to me and tell me he's not in my pocket. To say I've not done a lot of fishing, we are getting quite close to finishing that. Golden supplies. Have I got any just like random golden foods on me? No, fair enough. Need elven steel fluorite, and then those are just give us a big fat stack of cash, and it's like that's kind of cheap. I'm not just going to give you a stack of cash for people to look at. What kind of museum is just like, hey, look at this wad of money? It's not even like ancient money, it's just a wad of money. Give me that fat stack of cash, baby. Wow. Is that baby going brown? Baby Spud Pud, screaming a lot because she's a Pud Pud. And she screams a lot because she's a Pud Pud. And she screams because she's a tiny baby. Let's get the more jam. Give me the jam now. Oh, we made a little bit of wine, a little bit of beer. Oh, I'm sorry, fizzy seltzer and fancy grape juice. Why my pockets full of garbage? Because I tend to fill them with crap. Where's our beer? Not to me that the beer is worth more than the wine. Alright, that stuff's been popped away. I've got some nuts. Which means I should be able to make some... Do I have the stuff from a monster granola? Ah, I'm missing monster fruit berry. Need to do the tomato juice and stuff as well. Oh, I've just got so much food that I need to make. Let's drop off anything eatable. Blooming fruit, I'll keep back. I'll make some seeds from that. The fish, I'll dump them now. Shiwaki, we'll keep that. Bring that back to Alvari. Dump the honey, dump the peanuts. I'll sell a couple of bits as well. Yeah. So I actually had a really big bloody challenge with this save file. Because for some reason, completely unknown to me, the game decided to spawn me without a shipping bin. I don't know if it's a bug, I don't know if it's because I told Anne to get fucked and I was just going to pay her like half price for the tools. But yeah, just didn't start with a shipping bin. Which did make my life reasonably difficult. It's like, how do I make money? I just wound up doing like the random community board jobs. And to be fair, I think that's sort of probably the better way to do it anyway. Alright, what am I doing? I wanted... Oh, grab our book. And I wanted some stones, didn't I, for that wee lad so he can make himself rich. Have I used all my stones in the tile maker, didn't I? Oh god, why am I flailing? Because I was scratching my eyebrow. I was like just looking over to the side like, why is my model doing that as I'm covering my face with my hand, scratching my eyebrow? There you go, Pod. Thank you, and I'm going to take combat speed. Catherine, have your trinket back. I'll take some community tokens. Thank you, darling. I like Catherine. I think she's sweet. Let's get my cumulus. Oh, there's the lost toy. We'll take that. Hi, Len. Was it just yesterday? I think we both grown. You've become a much stronger person. Think you'll stay here after all? I'm not going anywhere. Oh, bless her. I like it. Alright, we've got that toy. That is one of Liam's sister's toys, I think. Right, the cumulus. Yeah, I am actually getting proud of the work that I can do. I want to see if I can refine that warp cycle now that I've gotten the idea. I don't want to say, like, proved in my head, but, like, prove that I can do it, you know? So I'm going to tweak it a bit and see if I can make something pretty in the future. Oh, Mao, yo. Delicious sugary chewy treats for my face hole. Cram them in my mouth. Strawberry flavor. Oh, I got the best one. I love strawberries. Yum, 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 yum. Now, I will be honest, I'm kind of disappointed with the combat magic in this game. Because there's only a couple of spells that really matter. Like Fireball, I'm glad that it stays relevant till the end of the game, but it's also a bit annoying that it's like actually just the better spell. Because then you got a few for crowd control, but they're all meh. Guess what attack spells we got? We've got Fire Beam, which has a massive cooldown, decent cost, but it can only fire in the 4 cardinal directions. If I could fire it where I was aiming my cursor, it would be an infinitely more powerful spell. We've got Chain Lightning, which is useful if you've got small groups of enemies, so to be fair, once you can start really like killing enemies in one shot with the Fireball spell, you should still just be using Fireball because it's cheaper. But Chain Lightning, multiple enemies, one shot, nice. And then the last one is only good for like a couple of rooms in the game. So Cataclysm is just 2 niche use. It's expensive, it's got a long cooldown, it's awkward to use, it only strikes every second. So it's only useful in like situations where there's a lot of enemies. And a lot of low health enemies as well. So it's just really kind of disappointing. Now we are just here because I need some regular rock and we might as well grab some while we're here. Now I do like Chain Lightning. If there's a group of like 3 enemies or so, it's actually about as efficient cost-wise. But the damage it deals is about the same as Firebolt. Kinda wish Firebolt did less base damage but more burn damage. I feel like that would encourage switching between your spells. Like if I had to rework some of the spells in this game, the Fireball would switch over to a more DOT based thing, so you can sort of kite a bit more. Like the Fire Beam would be able to be aimed at your cursor, so that you can line enemies up and actually get some use out of it, because if they come at you at a slightly weird angle, the hitbox just does not align, and it's a waste of time, mana, and leaves you massively vulnerable. Cataclysm, I feel like Cataclysm should basically like use most of your mana, but deal like either a huge amount of damage or lock enemies down. Even if it snared enemies, if it did like a whirlpool almost, snared an enemy and did like amplified damage against them, that would be pretty cool. Because then you would like Cataclysm and then chain that into Chain Lightning or something, or into your Fire Beam. That'd actually be really cool. Oh, I'm so good at ideas. Whether or not they'd be easily the question, but what can I say? I'm an ideas guy. And you know what the internet loves? Not the ideas guy. The world doesn't like the ideas guy. The ideas guy is handy, but everybody's capable of having ideas. What's more important is the people that can turn ideas into reality. So yep, focus on being creative, but also focus on how you can turn those thoughts, suggestions, and whimsy into tangible results. Because otherwise, you know, an idea is not really worth anything. Especially not when there's like 10 billion people on the planet and they're all connected. They can all have that. You know, we're talking at least 10 billion ideas a day. Like, come on. Some of them are bound to be good. More than a small number are bound to be good. And you can cast spells from the minecart and eat stuff in the last second as it pulls up, which is awesome. I love getting to like the end game mining gear. I got like some of this stuff like end of summer, and yeah, it's very akin to Stardew in that you want to just get your gear upgraded ASAP. Yes, it's tied to your levels, but if you're able to go in the mines regularly, you're gonna level up in mining a lot. You're gonna get exploration levels a lot, which, let's face it, your exploration is your tree chopping, which is another thing that's gonna use a lot of time and stamina early. Combat, again, so the mines net you 3 core XP traits, and you can see there, like, these are just leveling up. Just for me being here. Like, the mines are a fantastic place to grind experience. Alright. Where have I actually got a point? Mining tree, What mining buff for today? Bonus move speed, Looter's Fortune, Engineer. That's destructible objects, that's enemies. I'm gonna go for the destructible objects one. Get yourself as many perks that give you more experience, because if you level up and get ways to level up faster, it just works. There comes a point where it's, you know, it's going to be slightly less efficient, but if you can get more from breaking ores and stones and gems, those are your priorities. Killing enemies is useful, but not that useful. Yeah, you can see, like, earning back stone, we had none, we now have 600. So it's one of those where it feels like it's really expensive to use stone, but at the same time stone is so common and so easily grindable that, like, it's one of those resources you just go out and get a load of. You spend it quickly, but it's not too much of a nightmare to harvest. And then because we've got the we've got a good level pickaxe, we've got the perk that gives us mana when we break regular rocks with said pickaxe. And the pickaxe that breaks the rocks even at the end of the mines in like 1 or 2 hits. We can basically run the mines until about 11 o'clock at night and then just teleport home. Which is pretty good. I just need to grind a lot more Sunite because I need to make another pickaxe and actually get the bloody thing sorted at Withergate. And then yes, I will need level 70 mining to use the super souped up one. Is it better for me to worry about getting the Glorite one? I don't know. I don't know where I get Glorite from, so I'm not going to worry too much about getting the Glorite one. But if I can just get one pickaxe that can do most of the work, that feels like a sensible choice to me. Especially considering I don't like swapping like loadouts and stuff too much. Mostly because I'm just lazy and I keep forgetting to. And if it costs me 100 mana to get a Withergate, well, you can bet your fine ass that I am not going to be doing that very often. I do need to work on the other farms at some stage, because Sunhaven Farm is getting to where I want it. I'm going to be doing a lot of decoration stuff, and I want to invest in a lot more like trees and things, because they're pretty. But the Withergate and Elvari farms, they're designed to just get you crops from those areas. I feel like turning like part of the Withergate farm into like a rooftop terrace would be quite neat, like turn it into like an actual relaxation area. And I do like the fact that the Withergate farm is actually just like a rooftop farm. Like, it does mix it up a bit, so we've got like our little alcove deep in the forest, we've got our lovely little like valley farm nestled in Sunhaven, and then we've got just a rooftop in Monster Rave City, which is just pretty good. Not the lash toads! Explode them with explosions! Get some more crystals. Delicious crystal neck. Oh. But yes, I have plans and things that I wish to do, so I am sort of getting back in the routine. I'm getting back out of my rut, which is really nice. We'll see how things go, because my work's going to be shifting again in about a month. So I do just need to keep aware of that. But I'm not going to be letting them push me into doing too much. I've gone from one task where I've got the universe on my plate to another task where it's manageable, it's at a reasonable pace. I can afford to take breaks, and I'm not letting them switch it back round. I just do not have the capacity for it anymore. And gloves. I could sell them for a few hundred, but like, do I care enough? Probably. Well, I'll tell you what I should have gotten rid of. And Blessings of Helios. I've already donated that, I don't need it. Alright. Back to the farm. Alright, popsicle. Would you like to sleep? Yes, I. Hook shoe, hook shoe. We'll do one. Crops. Pythagorean berries, you say? And then I should probably just look at whatever crops I need to finish off for the winter bundle. Because I do want to start working towards those. I'll tell you what though, these candy cane plants, they are really bloody good if you get the perk that gives you tickets and mana orbs. Because they harvest every couple of days and just get you so much stuff. Like, the value is pretty busted. Hi farmer, do you think my friends? I think you are. My friend, like Topi is, he is a fun friend, and so are you. Pod fills the rest of the letter with a rough depiction of two stick figures fighting what looks to be either a fire-breathing dragon or a giant creeps. You can't tell. Picture is they. Oh, he's a little sweetheart. He's a little dingus, but he's a little sweet. Alright, let's drop off some fish. Any other bits and pieces that I don't think I need desperately. Chihuahuas. Pythagorean berries. Actually, 522 per berry is pretty ridiculous. I suppose you get one crop of them per winter. Unless you use like speed grow stuff on them. But how much does it cost for me to duplicate that point? I do actually want to get those ghost peppers as well. I want to get loads of them. Beets, yeah, let's just make a lot of beet seeds. Berries, Pythagorean. That should make a load of those. I'll do some more bananas. Which also means that I've got bananas somewhere in one of these chests. I just need to get these finished off moving into the shed. Purple eggplant, I'm pretty sure I need to donate that. Is that an attack potion? Advanced attack potion. Yeah, I need to see if I've got any potions knocking about as well to donate. Oh, there's always so much stuff that people do. Blizzberries, snow peas, hexagon berries. I'm actually going to take all of those because I need to shed anyway. Fish, taffy, sugarcane, fruit. Defense pot. So we'll be taking these over to everything I need, is it? Let's send this stuff to the library, see what we can. I think I've already done golden apples, but I'll take one just in case. Oh, right. And jam. Jam it in my cake bowl. We are the ultimate farm. Oh, blimey. I have got the yawns, I'll tell you that much. Oh, 3 mana tome, thank you, guard. Yeah, that is definitely mine. I lost that and just ate it. I just love the idea of books being consumable in these sorts of games, because it's just like, well, what happened to it? Why did it disappear when I read it? Did I actually cram the entire thing in my mouth and just... Apparently. Oh, I've got some marshmallow beans. I've got a berry there. You take that. Thank you very much. I just swore I'd done turnips. Turnips and tea. I'll have a look and just plant them. Anything else I need to donate? Fish-wise, no. I want to have a look at the golden one. Already done that one. But now I've got a golden apple, strawberries, peaches, silks, logs. So, Sunhaven animals, Nelvari animals, Sunhaven tree. Oh, that's actually not too bad. I do just need to make sure I'm going back to Nelvari on the regular to actually pet the fuckers. Hi, Anne. Meet John and Lucia at 5 PM, so we need to make sure we remember to do that and don't get lost on the other farms or in the mines. So we'll do just a spot of crafting today. That's right, I wanted to get the tea and turnips in there, and I know I've got some marshmallow beans talking about some. Do I have any tea or turnips already in the shed? No. Oh, those are leafy leaves. Drop this food off anyway while I'm here. Oh, that's right, it's potions of skill. Gorsh, I'm a dinks. Right, let's go and buy some tea and turnip seeds, because we've got 50 grand. Might as well. And then have you got any, like, spring seeds to start? Tea, 4 days to grow. Well, just grab a wad. Eat fruit, yam, eggplant, hexagon, star fruits. I swear we've got marshmallow beans somewhere. flowers grow in any season, do they? Okay. If that is the case, I will buy one of each flower as well, because you donate them. Turnip seeds. I just like completely missed them. Emmett, I am looking for turnips. There they are. 6 days, yield 1 crop. We've got the space in the farm, so we might as well. And these can all get donated, and we'll do the flowers as well. Alright, earthquake magic! I actually don't have any mana. Spent it all making seeds. No! Oh. I am probably just hideously overtired. It has been a bit of a hellish start to the week, I'll be honest. But things should start settling. You're a rare fish, because you're sparkling. Now, how rare does the game define rare? Boy, fair enough. That's another rare one over there. Right, let's empty out some of our pockets a bit before we start getting into catching random fish. We're going to need to set up like a dedicated hive area as well, I think. Any other seeds that I need to drop? No. Turnips there. Oh, why did I buy the blue rose? I already get those delivered. My brain must just be dumb. Lilies. Planted, and there's the ad break. Hibiscus. And tea. Is that sparkly fish still here somewhere? Yeah. Because I just need to section off an area and just put it full of honey. And like the different types. I'm assuming regular honey is from like the honey dipper plant. That was a bit nightmarish, but golden carp, I would take that. Level 40, so we'll go one here. Let's work on the net slots. Because I do feel like I never have enough. Alright, we've got a couple of fish as well, so now I should be able to water everything. I need to set like a dedicated like little pen for the pets and things, and you know, cutify the place up a bit. Probably a bit watering can as well from Mithril or something. Like, not that I need to, like, it's just at the same time, like, it's nice not to have to rely on mana to be able to do some of the jobs. I'm assuming there are, like, challenge runs and stuff people have done where it's, like, you know, like a no magic, like, Sunhaven run and stuff like that. Which I think could be quite fun. How are we doing for Sunlight? Not bad. Desperately need more. We've got coal out the wazoo, so let's make some like salt. Large fish and water crystals, so we need 8 of those. So fabric, we get small fish anyway in the big nets because of one of the perks, so I might as well just use the big net. Right, water crystals. I think I want to see what happens if I put those down by the beach. I think we'll leave a few there and then we'll take like 3 of these down to the beach. Saying that, I can make loads of these. Oh, no, wait, mate, they take up 2 slots, don't they? Hey, oh no, it's just 1 slot. Oh, I can make loads of these then. Damn. Let's get a right one then of water crystals and we'll make a few of them. Uh, 20, that should do. No, any more points. We can do that. No, we can't. I've not been collecting links. Oh, Sartana, you are a genius. Sometimes my genius is I. Yeah, we'll clear the controller down here. I almost don't like how much forage can spawn on the beach. Like, it gets so messy. And I don't really want to like put paths down everywhere to keep it clean, you know? Well, we're out of logs. This time is about as good as any other. More exploration XP, and I've been working on... Oh, got the tree line finished. Origin line is nearly done. Honestly... I don't think any of these really matter anymore, do they? Grabbing your element, it affects in all of Nelvari, which means I can just spam spells over there, I guess. Alright, well, flowers don't seem to follow the rules of general crops, which is interesting. But they just do not seem to care about a lot of the same things. I do want to fill a barn full of stumpies at some point. Oh, that big chunky bug. Big chungus, big chungus, chungus, big chungus, big chungus, big chungus. Alright, what we got? So, we're doing alright on that front. Let's make a shed load of planks. Spell away. Right, what else have we got that I want to dump? Dump the water crystals in here. I should probably start spending some of my money on, like some of my seasonal tokens. There we go. Like, same box just wasn't here. Alright, let's start thinking about making a move for some of these dates. I'd rather be, you know, on time than late. I don't want John and Lucia thinking that I'm awful or dating other people when I'm supposed to be dating them. That would just be terrible. Oh, golden pop, grab it. Yoink. Alright, we'll just mill about here for a minute. Let's catch some fish with my expert fishing skills. Like, Bubble Net is actually really good. I like that as a spell. Because if you don't want to engage with the minigame, it's brilliant. Yes, you lose out on some of the bonus XP if you got a perfect, but like, for the cost of some mana, it just lets you catch the fish, which... I like that the game is chill. It knows it's chill and it's looking to give us alternatives just in case things are hard. Like, I think that's one of the big things about Sunhaven. It's a very accessible game. Like, they've added stuff like community and things for if you're not really into the combat, or, you know, still you get the full experience of the game without the risk of just getting your ass kicked. Like, personally, I enjoy having the threat of dying. I just think that it's nice and considerate that they've actually put that in. Let me just swing that axe. John! John! You need to immediately go on a date so I can go and date Lucia. Just hear what you think about my house. What do you think? I think you've got your pillows in the middle of the room because you're an absolute animal. Home is a reflection of myself. Of your attention to detail with your kettle in the bedroom. I have to stay attentive all the time. Part of my work, teacher, counselor. Practicing thoughtfulness and moments how I positive every day. So you try your best to be a helper too. I do too. Maybe that's what keeps drawing me back to you. You and I are the same. See? I know it. Look at how much you've already done to help us. Seems we turned a corner the very first day you arrived. I'm amazed by you. I am pretty amazing. Ah, we lost affection for that. You know, one thing I've learned as a counselor is that people need passion in their lives. What are you passionate about? Looking after people. Don't you already help? Let's get a little bit of heart. Oh, I still can't believe that he was like, oh yeah, go on a date with me. I'm going to tell you you're amazing. Put your wiener in my mouth. And then get really mad at you when you go, yeah, you know what? I guess I... Ha ha ha, aren't I funny? Like, mate, it's called being funny. It's called being comedic. Ah. I guess Mr. John here doesn't understand the thought of being cool. Come on, Lucia, let's show him how it's done. Let's set things on fire. This is a nice idea. I have to get to take time for myself. It's important to relax. Not to justify there's so much stuff to do in Sunhaven. I only held my role as Archmage for 5 years, you know. Yes, I began right in the middle of Sunhaven's decline. There's only like 3 closed shops. It's not that big. Oh. Yes, I have trouble keeping this town out of mind. To sell. Ah! Sounds like you could use a vacation. Can't tell if you're joking. I was only 19 when I took on the role of leader of the That's... Anyway, bring my thoughts elsewhere. That's a good thing. Yeah, let's go on another little date eventually. Oh, she's sweet. You ready to go now? Let's stay together. Oh, how did that hurt the relationship to be like, come on, let's just spend a bit more time chilling? I got nothing out of that date. Where? Everyone thinks I'm a douche. Just because I'm making douchey decisions and being a complete douche doesn't mean I'm a douche. That's those guys, they're the real douches. It's not me who's a douche. What am I doing? That's right, I never checked the bloody potions, did I? Yeah, there we go. Did I not have incredible defense? Okay, I guess there's some other ones as well. Fair enough. I knew I had some speed potions on me. I have a need for speed. Meow. Fast as fuck, boy! Wow. Wow. Meow. Oh, goodness gravy. Try something new. What do you want to do? You're looking for a loot, Giuseppe. That's a bit much. And she wants a diamond. I could give her a diamond, but I'm not going. She's... No, I like Judith, but like, just casually putting up a notice going, please bring me rare and expensive gems. It's a bit fucking cheap. Pig me tuber. Pet the squid. Pet the rock. Dwayne Johnson needs his little head patted. Will you pat Dwayne the Rock Johnson on the head? He deserves it. For he is ooh, so small, so cute. Alright, anything else going on the farm? I suppose we've got all these trees that can come down. If I had any mana, please, boy, just raw koi fish. And shop them, get the like mana for them, and then just clear themselves. There we go. I am the log man. My logs are delicious. I might put the bees up here, actually. I think that'd be a nice little spot for them. I might set it up so I've got like a few hives for the specialty honey and then like one hive for each of the oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Each of the special flower types. I think that might be a decent show. Alright, we're going on the fertilizer composters. Let's get some more slime fertilizer. That's awesome. You're not making slime fertilizer. What are you doing? Like, seriously, beat King Slimius as soon as you can. Get Uwe. And he will make your life far sexier. Because it's like, it's the like super hydrated soil, but it's also got the chance to give you more crops, so it's so good. Alright, into the crafting workshop. Let's drop some more stuff. Let's pop some things down in here. Yeah, snow totem's finally done. Now I won't get as much stuff frozen, apparently. Actually, I've got a bit of room there. That's probably a better spot for it. So I've just got this row to really worry about and some stuff down here. But I think that's a good point in the game to just sort of stop. It's about 11 o'clock IRL. Oh, 50 grand. Take that. Yum, yum, yum. And we'll just chill. I am very, very sleepy. I have had a very long day. But we managed to get that walk cycle going, which I'm really, really proud of. And we've just, you know, chilled for a bit. And we're getting the routine going again. We're getting the routine going. That is the big thing. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, the routine is kicking up. We are sticking to it, and we're loving it. So I'm going to keep doing it. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, maybe some spot streams on the weekend. We'll see. But I think for today, we'll leave it be. I don't feel like it's a raid, you know? I don't feel like it's a raid. So we'll chill. I'm just going to say a massive thank you to everyone that sort of swung in. It's just been nice just hanging again, and I do enjoy it. So I will love yous all and leave yous. Have yourselves a wonderful night. And look after yourselves. Get yourselves through the rest of the week. You can do it.